it's Maya, and I'm back with you guys discussing another semester of nursing school. So far I have completed foundations and I failed a semester in nursing school. What on earth am I going to do? So I failed my second semester in nursing school, and we were also assigned a summer. So I completed a summer of mental health. So I've completed so far in a complete year is a foundation semester, a mental health summer. I have failed a spring semester of med surge, and I retook it this fall and made it out successfully. So I've completed foundations, mental health, and med surge. Left to complete is going to be my OB semester and my PD semester, along with my med surge 2 semester. The OB and PD one, they are 8-week courses put in one semester, and then the med-surg 2 is its own separate semester. So in that case, I have one more year, so I'll be graduating December of next year. I'm super excited, and I wanted to share with you guys what goes on in life whenever you fail a semester in nursing school. What happens is you keep on going, period. There's no further discussion. You do have to discuss certain things with certain people, which included, for me, the assistant dean, I believe. And it was just a quick conversation saying that, hey, don't do this again. And if you do, you'll be kicked out of the program for a year, and then you will take a series of tests, and whichever one you fail, that's what semester you'll start back in to complete the rest. That's pretty depressing. It's pretty scary. I in no way, shape, or form want to fail another semester. So in that case, I will keep on pushing forward just like you're supposed to do. So basically, what went on last semester, everyone kept telling me to get a job at a hospital. Everyone's like, you're going to want a job in the hospital because with an associate's degree, they're not going to really hire you. They hire bachelor degrees. But if you have your foot in the door already, you might be able to get a residency there without getting your BSN first. So I'm like, okay, perfect. I got a job at the hospital, and it was like wonderful. However, it was full-time and it was overnight. And I worked full-time overnight the foundation semester in nursing school, as well as the med-surg 1 of nursing school. The med-surg 1 is the one that caught me up, and I didn't want to quit my job there because I was just staying there for 6 months and then I could transfer somewhere else and go PRN. Well, it didn't happen like that that I planned. It didn't happen like I wanted it to. I ended up having to repeat the semester for the med-surg 1, which is fine. I feel like I didn't get to study in depth enough because I was working full-time. Oh yeah, and I had a part-time job that was like 2 to 4 hours a few days a week, it was fine, but in total, everything that I was doing was too much, because for class you go 1 day a week and it's for 4 hours, and then for clinicals we go do a 12-hour shift at a hospital, which happened to be the hospital that I was already working in. I also had to prepare for a move because my old apartment didn't have a washer and dryer, and I hated that. I hated the fact that I was already on the 3rd floor and I had to pack all my clothes up and down 3 flights during nursing school, and I have a dog, so each time I got home I had to take her out And then on top of that, schedule wash days. It was just too much for me personally, and having a washer and dryer was definitely worth the move. However, moving at that point, at that time, kind of sucked because I felt like everything that semester had something to do with me not being successful in that semester. You know what I mean? Like, not to mention, my professor did not like his job very much. So, in that case, I didn't learn much in class. It was all on me, which I'm an adult. I get that. However, I pay for these classes, and if that's the case, this class should be online if I have to teach myself, which would have saved me a lot of time as well. So, I mean, I go back and forth with that. However, at the end of the day, I know a lot of information about med-surg, and a lot more than I did before, and I feel more comfortable with certain disease processes. So overall, I am okay with the fact that I had to repeat. I've accepted it, and now I get to go ahead and move on. I have 2 quick semesters and one more year till graduation. So I'm still very positive. I feel like if you failed anything, if you failed a prerequisite, if you failed a class in nursing school, I feel like you need to keep your head up. I did have points that I felt very stuck when I was taking my prerequisites. I felt like I just wasn't getting anywhere. However, next year in December will be the biggest moment of my life, one of the biggest moments in my life. So I feel like it's all going to be worth it. Like, each step you make, each decision you make sure that it's working towards your end goal that you're going to be happy with. That's it. That's all. So going from that, I'll let you know, like, basically what I did to prepare. Before nursing school, I was working 2 jobs because I hear that it's hard. Every nurse that I ran into said that it was hard, and I'm like, okay, I get it. And then, they never elaborated. They just said, oh no, I'll never do it again. I wouldn't be a nurse. Don't be a nurse. They said things like, it's just hard. I would never do that again in my life. I'm like, okay, I didn't 100% understand. Like, you're not telling me enough to basically change career paths. That's something that I felt very close to heart with, being a nurse, and you're saying don't do it because it's hard. I mean, I'm up for the competition. So, being in the nursing program, now I understand what they mean. They meant you can study your tush off, and you can have a conversation with your teacher about the disease process. You can have a conversation with your friends. You can have a conversation with your nurse during clinical about certain things, and you can know certain things that even the nurse on the floor didn't know, and you still might not pass your test. You still might not pass. And I guess that was the hardest thing to accept for me. It's like, I studied so much during times that people wouldn't even think about studying, and I still wasn't successful. That was very hard for me to understand, but now I get it. It's nursing school is, for one, about testing strategies. It's about prioritization. It's about just a wealth of knowledge from maybe different sources. Like, you may have flashcards from medications, you may have your book, you may have an outline, you may have your PowerPoints, but it's a wealth of information that you have to study, and you have to know the stuff like the back of your hand, and you have to understand it upside down, like backwards. You have to know it, because the way they ask you the question is going to be like not factual. It's going to be situational, and you have to analyze the situation and understand what the question is asking. You can know everything about something. But if you don't understand what that question is looking for, what the answer, what the question is looking for, provided what answer choices you have, then you're not going to pass the test. It doesn't matter how much you know it. It doesn't matter how many facts you know. What matters is your reading comprehension and your prioritization and strategy working through that test. Yes, you should look at each question like a patient. However, you have to understand what that question is asking, because your patient might not die, but you're not answering what they asked you. So just be very careful and be very mindful going into nursing school. It's not something that you just attend and it's kind of like easy. You have to attend and you have to bust your butt, and you feel like you're doing all of this, and like, what is the school doing? Like, why am I paying the school anything? Why am I sitting in class for anything if I'm gonna have to do it all myself? However, just like keep a positive mind about it. If I would have knew that coming into the nursing program, maybe I wouldn't have been so on edge about knowing how much work we as the nursing student have to do. Maybe I wouldn't have been so upset and so like shocked. But another thing I would recommend is starting to study before. You can get on various Facebook pages that maybe your school nursing program has made, or allnurses.com. Common questions that people have about your school in particular, and information that has been shared from former students. I would go ahead and get ahead, because you could never be too prepared for nursing school. You could never be too prepared for nursing school. And also a favorite thing that people kept telling me, like, just time management skills. That's all that matter. Your time management skills. Just be good with time management. I'm like, okay, I understand. I can get me a planner. My planner is highlighted. My planner has sticky notes, and my planner is filled day to day with each second that I'm doing something, with each second that I'm working. And then you have like a depression day, or you have like an anxiety attack, or you are starving because you haven't ate all day and you haven't drank water in a week. It's like that schedule doesn't pinpoint when I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. It doesn't pinpoint when my body physically can't get out of bed the next day because I'm so exhausted, because my mind is constantly moving. That planner doesn't say that. You know what I mean? So people say time management. It's like, that was random. Like, there's no way I could have planned a depression day. So I would say, on top of time management, have times where you just have time to reflect. Like, you just have time to relax and reflect on what's been going on, because in fact, it's very hard. Like, nursing school is very hard. So yes, you need mental health days. You need relaxation in your life. You need a healthy, balanced diet. You need water. You need water. You need self-care days. There's a lot of days I look horrible. This is one of the only times that I look decent, because it's after my nursing school program has ended. Like, I feel alive now that nursing school. And remind you, I repeated, and it still took so much energy and so much time and so much strain. You know what I mean? So yes, I would just suggest that you're very careful and you're very kind to yourself while you're in nursing school, because you can forget about yourself. So other than that, I feel fine. Like, I feel like even though I repeated, I grew from it. I learned from my mistake, and I will never make that mistake again. Getting so caught up in work and falling behind in school. I definitely look forward to hearing you guys' stories, like in my comments or any questions that you guys have. I actually want this video to be 30 minutes, and we're at 15 minutes. So, the thing is, I've made a few videos, I've started out, and then I've gotten a call. So I really hope that doesn't happen with this video. I really just want to talk to you guys and express how I feel. The thing is, the third time around, you know exactly what you're saying, and you don't have as many hiccups in talking, so it doesn't take as much time. Let me think of what else. Did I talk to you guys about saving before nursing school? Because I definitely feel like it's necessary. You should definitely look into that, and if there's no way possible, you can probably work full-time and finish nursing school. However, it will be very difficult. It will be very hard to obtain, and I'm speaking from my nursing school experience, not anyone else's. You may know someone who did it. I know someone who did it. However, sometimes you have to be honest with yourself and say, that's fine that Sarah can do that. However, I cannot personally do that. And that's okay. I don't feel like no one should judge you based off whether you can work full-time in nursing school or not, based off of whether you failed a class in nursing school or not. So what? So what? Just be honest with yourself. Take care of yourself so that you can take care of other people. That's for sure. If I can't think of anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, and I will see you on my next video. But I'm gonna try to think of make sure you get a lot of books, a lot of study material, a planner. Make sure you take care of yourself. If you don't have to work, then don't. If you do have to work, then be very careful. Be very mindful. I'll probably let you guys go and then upload another video because I have something else that's on my mind that I want to talk about. And it's a completely different subject, however. And throughout this whole video, if you guys did stay, I'm so sorry. The way that I'm talking, it's like very annoying because I'm at the process of my braces that you wear rubber bands, and basically it closes your mouth shut, and they're pulling my top row of my teeth down, and I'm starting to talk really weird, and I'm trying really hard not to talk weird. However, it is what it is. If you guys have any questions about my braces, I know that's kind of like stupid to say, but honestly, like I've had an obsession over braces since I was a kid. Like I've always wanted braces, so I'll probably upload a few hacks and stuff I know about braces on another video. But anywho, that's all I have for now. Thank you guys for watching, and if you stayed till the end, heart this video, subscribe, and leave a comment on what you want to see next. Okay, thank you guys.